Hello, welcome to the Yoga Local podcast. My name is Josie and I am recording this from our studio here in Wellingborough, and it's very early. It's 7:30 on the last but one Saturday before Christmas. So I'm guessing a lot of you have got plenty to do, and I'm really thankful that you're listening or watching today. But it will be time well spent because we're going to be talking about how we unwrap some time from the yoga perspective. So the first thing that I want to address is the objection that most of you will probably be screaming at me right now. So, well, Josie, I don't have time for practice. Like, it's got to go. The kids went off school yesterday. You know, my mum's coming round. She needs taking care of. There's shopping to do. There's gifts to buy. There's presents to wrap. Okay, I get it. You know, there's the Christmas pudding to sort and gravy to make. Right, even just saying that is exhausting, right? It's exhausting. And at some point, if we don't find a space to address that excess in what the yogis would call rajasic energy, we are going to burn out. We are going to become overworked, overwhelmed. This all plays into the stress response and inflammation, and that can show up in all kinds of ways, from flare-ups in the skin to coughs and colds, maybe something more, maybe back pain, joint pain. You know, the body will kind of show up. It's disappointment, okay? And you know, we can prevent that, and our practice is about preventing that, and it's also about leveling up. If we don't practice, we lose all the benefits that our practice gives us. You know, so just think about it. You know, if you're practicing the traditional way, which is a mind mastery, energy management, and inner potential kind of path, we are building the skills that will give us a clear mind, that give us the energy to excel, and it will tap us into our innate potential, which will give us more focus, will give us more drive, more passion. It will help us to be laser-like in our approach to what needs to be done, what's necessary and what's not. And really this practice is there to help us deliver all those things, not just when we're on our mats, but in life. And so now is like the time when these skills can start to really play out. Okay, so think about your practice as this amazing tool which will not take time away, but it will gift you more time. And how? Because you'll not be wasting time on doing things that don't need to be done. You'll be able to deal with situations from a calmer landscape. You know, things won't escalate. You know, we won't be wasting time dealing with things that just don't matter, right? We're so distracted in things that we think we should be doing, considering, you know, those things start to fall away because we get a little bit more laser focused and calm and clear about what is truly necessary and what we truly want to do to enjoy this festive season. So find a little stillness in the chaos and focus on what matters. Don't quit on your practice. It is your tool. Next thing I want to talk about was time blocking. So time is our rarest gem. We've already kind of established that. But so if we can start to create time blocks, we can then think about leaving some space for us to get on with other stuff, right? So we've portioned up our time. We've got our yoga practice time blocked. This is when I do this. And that will then create the space for creativity and focus in other areas of your life. So rather than being all over the place, think about getting into your calendar and really carving out areas of time, portions of time to focus on one thing. Multitasking isn't our friend. We just start to do all things pretty kind of half-heartedly, right? So time block, find areas of your day where you can commit to yourself to do those things. Be laser-like in your approach and get the job done, right? And then again, that will alleviate and release time for other things in your day. Yoga is teaching us, right, to move beyond the distractions, to move beyond that mental clutter. So this is just really a continuation of that. And then prioritize, right? Prioritize. So we've recognized what's important. We are creating the practices and the tools that will help us to navigate this really hectic time. We've time blocked the things that are necessary, built based on the focus and clarity that we've achieved during our practice. And then a way of prioritizing. Now I'm taking a leaf out of my entrepreneurial friends, and the things that I do to kind of manage my business, right? Running a business is hectic. And, you know, unless you have some of these tools in place, like, again, you lose your focus, you lose your creativity, you run around like a headless chicken, getting very little done well. So think about the tools that you can use to project manage, right? So I use a project management tool called Asana, and literally you don't have to have like a business to use these tools. Just use it to try and organize your life a little bit more. Everything's got tasks, and you can create projects. And if you've got specific things that you want to pass over onto another member of the family, you can start to get things done. You can start to organize your time in ways that you would never dream of, right? So think about setting yourself some micro goals, having some kind of project management tool to help you to lay them out, and then setting some dates and times and deadlines that you want to have those tasks sorted by. And then you can forget about them, because the notifications will come and they'll remind you, and you'll have your time blocking. So you're going to sit down, you're going to focus on those tasks in that time, and then when you're done, you've got time for your practice, and so it continues. And there's no overwhelm when you feel like you've got things in order. When you're coming from that calm, stable place, when you feel like you've got things covered, there's no more overwhelm, just great accomplishments and good vibes, and the time and space to enjoy the festivities. So yeah, I've tried these hacks. I use these hacks. It's amazing just how much the yoga world kind of spills in to the business world and the entrepreneurial world, and how it's helping me to kind of navigate that space. So I really, really have a very personal understanding of how these practices can help you with all of life, right? We're talking about Christmas right now because we're 2 weeks away, but seriously, if you ditch your practice, you ditch all this insight, you ditch all this wisdom, you ditch all this capacity to become more calm, you ditch all this capacity to have more joy and more space, and realize that a lot of the stuff doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. And when we can let that go, there is so much ease that is released from that, so much energetic release. So I hope that serves you. I've tried to keep this short. I want you to get on and enjoy your day, practice, make time for that, and I will see you next time on the podcast. Bye for now.